Okay, seems that like the two gentlemen are settled in there quite nicely. And just before we start, I'd just like to get a sound check to see whether everything's in order. Good afternoon, Faf. Hoe gaan dit?
Goeiemiddag, going very well, thank you.
Thank you, Faf. Cheslin, good afternoon.
Afternoon, hope everybody's well.
Thank you. Cheslin is slightly off camera, so there we go. A little bit more to the left. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right, we're going to start our next round of questions. And let's see, Matthew Pierce.
Thank you, Rayon. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Cheslin, just reflecting for you on a fantastic season in France with Toulouse, but over 20 months since that Rugby World Cup final in which you played such a huge part. Can you just tell us what it's like to be back in this extended Springbok squad and wearing that shirt again?
Yeah, Matthew, definitely a fantastic season with Toulouse, but yeah, my focus has shifted. Obviously, being part of the Springbok setup again, obviously after quite a long layoff since the World Cup, I'm definitely excited and fortunate, firstly, to be part of this wonderful team and hopefully get that opportunity again to pull over that green and gold jersey as each and every player. I'm certain of that. That's part of this match on Wednesday. So yeah, definitely excited and looking forward to the next game in the green and gold jersey.
And Cheslin, could you comment on what you've seen so far from the Lions in their provincial games, especially on the wings and perhaps extending to the back three? There seems to be a lot on offer there and some difficult selection choices for them.
Yeah, I think just in general, all over, they're a very well balanced team, a team that it's mixed up with big boys and as you mentioned, backline players that are willing to run with the ball and are excited rugby players as well. Guys that I've competed against quite a lot in Europe and have a bit of input of what they can do. But yeah, just in general, they definitely an amazing team, amazing outfit that was selected, and yeah, for us it's another challenge that lies ahead, and I'm sure each and every player within this Springbok setup is looking forward to contest against a good British and Irish Alliance team. So yeah, just looking forward to that.
Thank you, Cheslin. Faf, great to see you again. If you could just also just reflect on your Northern Hemisphere season and the South African influence, a profound South African influence at Sale, and you are bringing into camp as a group in terms of player knowledge and playing style.
Yeah, Matthew. Yeah, obviously, I think we had a pretty decent season down in Sale. Really enjoyed the year and yeah, just great improvements all over the show. And it's great to see that the boys are getting the opportunity at the Springboks for playing well for their club. So that's always great to see. And I think that gives a lot of confidence to the other players that play abroad as well. Shows that if you play well, you're going to get your chance at the Springboks. So yeah, and like Jesse said, we've played against a lot of these guys that are involved. We have a bit more knowledge about them, and hopefully that will show in the games going ahead. And I think most of the time we don't really have to do a lot. The coaching staff give us a lot of knowledge about the players anyway, but just to have some personal experience always does help a bit. And yeah, hopefully that will show on Wednesday.
And then finally, Faf, with the injury to Alan Wynne-Jones and the Conor Murray being named as Lions captain suggests, not necessarily so, but suggests that he is the starting scrum half that Warren Gatland has in mind. Does that tell you something about the way the Lions are going to play?
Yeah, it's difficult to answer that because obviously he's played a lot of test matches and has a few line series behind him. So I think to have that type of guy in the team is great. But Warren Gatland can change his backline any way he likes to. He can play Farrell at 12, play Farrell at 10, do changes in the midfield. That can also change the way they want to play. Obviously, playing Murray as a very good kicking game, which I think is going to be very important in these games going forward. But yeah, I think there's such a different array of players in the back line that can pretty much change the whole dynamic of how they want to play. So yeah, it's just not going to be up to one guy for us to decide how they're going to play. So I think there's a bigger challenge across the back line than just Connor.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Matthew.
gentlemen. Thanks, Ray.
Thank you, Matthew. Now our next question goes to Owen. Good afternoon, Owen.
Good afternoon. I wonder if I could ask either or both players how hard it's going to be to get the full Springbok side ready for a test match on Saturday week, given the challenges that you've faced.
Cheslin, perhaps you start. Thank you.
I think it doesn't take quite a lot to get any Springbok player up. Once you know that responsibility, whenever you pull that jersey over it, you don't just represent yourself or the guys around you. You have 57 million people that's watching the Springboks play each and every week, and we get that opportunity to play. So there's a lot of responsibility, and I can definitely guarantee you, whenever we pull over that jersey, we give everything for each other, and just want to leave whatever we can out on that field. So yeah, I don't think it will take a lot to get the boys up. I'm sure the boys are definitely excited to get up and fire again.
Thank you. Heinz Schenk, you're up next.
Hi, thanks, Leon. Also, just for both men, if they don't mind. Hi, Faf and Cheslin. I just wanted to ask, you guys obviously haven't played under him as a captain yet, but you guys are quite experienced now and gelled with Lucanio now as backline teammates. I just wanted to get your impressions on what Lucanio is gonna bring as a leader on the field, just in the place of Siya Kolisi. He's been quite successful as Sharks captain, understated and calm guy. Just your impressions and what you guys are expecting, of him as a leader this week.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that there is the calmness factor. But I think the great thing about especially the start on Wednesday is there's a few youngsters, and then there's also tons of experience with Eben being vice captain, and you got Mornay Steyn at 10, and Damien that's played a lot at 12, and then you got Lucanio on 13 to organise that. You got Villy in the backfield. So I think the nice thing about Lucanio, he doesn't try and steal the show. He'll always lean on those guys in the specific areas. So it's a great guy to have on the field. He's very calm. If the guys maybe go over the edge a bit to draw them back, but yeah, I think that calmness is a massive thing. And like you said, he's been having a great season at the Sharks. So hopefully we can see a bit of that magic on Wednesday.
Thank you. Andrew McKenna, you up next?
Faf, Rassie just told us that he would like South Africa A to play the Lions on Saturday instead of the Stormers. Well, Warren Gatland was actually holding a press conference at the same time where that point was put to him, and he said from his point of view, that is not going to happen. So how hard would it be for the Springbok players to go into the Test series with such a lack of match sharpness? You've spoken about the mental side of it, but what about the physical side?
Yeah, I can't comment on who we're going to play and where we're going to play. We just try and prepare for what we're told. If we need to play on Wednesday, we are preparing for Wednesday. If we play the British and Irish Lions on Saturday again, we'll do that. If we play a different side, we'll do that. That's not up to us. I think we're very well prepared as much as we can be for Wednesday's game. And yeah, I think the physicality side is part of nature in our side. If you look at the guys across the board, they don't mind a physical battle if they haven't played in a year, or if they play every weekend, they enjoy the tough stuff. So yeah, I think they're even going to be a bit more hungry for it because there hasn't been a lot of it.
Okay, we're going to wrap up. Nathan? Nathan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Rian. Thank you very much. A teammate of yours at Cell is playing this week, this Wednesday as well, Tom Curry. He mentioned an encounter he had with you prior to leaving England. He said that you told him the last domestic game win, I think it was against Harlequins, would be his last victory in a long time, obviously meaning he'll lose the test against the Boks, of course. Do you remember this encounter with Tom, and do you want to share how the conversation went?
I think that's man, but that's just rugby banter, and yeah, we just gave each other a bit of stick, and obviously I just sort of severed my ties with Tom after that game. Obviously, we were very tight during the season, and yeah, just sort of joked around, and that's just normal friend that we all do that. So I don't think you guys need to make a big deal out of it, but if that could be true, that would have been great. But obviously they've won a lot of games now, so that hopefully we can do it in the test matches, and I didn't lie to him.
Final question to Fatima Said. Fatima?
Hi, thanks, Raya. For Cheslin. Cheslin, firstly, welcome back and congratulations on making the squad. My question for you, obviously, in terms of your exposure overseas in France and bringing that back, that depth back into the Springbok team, you weren't included in the Georgia match. So, what are you expecting from this first test match that you're going to be in? Because it must be quite exciting for you to be going in against the British Irish Lions for your first game.
Yeah, no, 100%. I haven't been part of the Georgian test due to a lot of reasons, but in saying that, the next challenge for me is this coming Wednesday, and I'm so excited just to be with the boys, play with the boys again. It has been quite a long time, and hopefully I can bring a bit of the success that I've gained back in Europe with Toulouse. To the boys as well, and in saying that, learning as well from various players, and obviously taking in as much information from the coaching staff and what is obviously expected, not just from me but from us as a group, and hopefully we can just showcase that on Wednesday when we go out on that field. But yeah, I must say there's a lot of excitement and a lot of energy within the group. I think we just can't wait to get on the training field and then fire on Wednesday night.
On that note, thank you very much, Cheslin and Faf, and thank you to our big media contingent participating in our team announcement. Our next media event then is tomorrow for the eve of match press conference with Lucanio An and Nzondile Stick. Good afternoon, ladies and gents, and be safe out there. Thank you.